Greetings, my name is Sarah Pestinger, and I'm here today compliments of the Master Food Volunteer Program, which is associated with the K-State Extension Office. I was trained a few years ago and learned a few good tidbits. One of them I'm going to share with you today, which is regarding spatchcocking a turkey or a chicken. Today we'll be working with the chicken, and I hope that you enjoy this. The first stage of preparing for this activity is to gather your supplies. I've collected plastic gloves to minimize cross-contamination. I've got a roasting pan. A bigger pan would be more desirable for a turkey. And I, of course, have my chicken and a cutting board. I also have some pretty nice kitchen shears for cutting. And I have paper towels. So we'll get started. Poultry, when working with poultry, cross-contamination is an issue, as with any raw meat. So the guidelines have actually changed. You're no longer recommended to rinse your poultry and pat it dry because they've decided that spreads more germs than it saves. So the new tendency, or the new guideline, is to just simply pat your poultry dry. So we'll use paper towels to do that. As I'm doing that, I'm going to remember, of course, to extract the innards, which are usually packed into the poultry or the turkey. Okay, once we've patted our poultry dry, that can be saved, of course, for broth making. We have our prepared chicken, and the first thing we do is identify the breast section, and then we'll flip it over so that the back is exposed. Once we have the back, our goal is going to be to spatchcock this, and the main task is to remove the backbone. What that allows is for the chicken to be opened up a little bit more, and which gives us a better cooking time for more even cooking, and gives us a delightful roasted, crunchy skin. So we'll go ahead and get started. I've identified the backbone. I have my shears. I'll begin the cutting. I'm going to enter into the open cavity of the chicken and identify the backbone, and then take my shears carefully and begin cutting at the edge of the backbone. When you hear the ribs cracking, that's a good sign. I've done this with several turkeys, and obviously they're bigger. To gain more leverage, if it's difficult to cut through the ribs, you can elevate yourself on a stool, which can help and give you some more leverage. Okay, you can see I've got half the backbone cut out. Now I'm going to go up the other side of the backbone. Another helpful hint is to, in order to keep your cutting board from rotating and moving, a wet paper towel underneath or rubber mat helps to maintain that stability. You can see now that we've successfully cut out the backbone. I'll continue to loosen it. Setting that in your pot of water and beginning to make some broth is always a great idea. Now we have our poultry without the backbone in it. The next and last step is to turn the poultry over . And we do have a wishbone here, which is causing the elevation of the breast section. That can be cut out, or if the poultry is small enough, it can just be broken with your hands. So, there we go. We've got it lower now, flat to the table. You can see that the bird is flatter than it was. The advantage, again, of this is to create a better cooking surface so all of your meat is getting cooked at a similar rate and you don't end up with overdone white meat in the breast when your thighs and legs are still not cooked. This also gives you a nice uniform crunchy skin, and who doesn't like that at Thanksgiving dinner? Hope you enjoyed this. Be safe when you're using your cooking shears, and remember how important it is to get your poultry cooked to 165 degrees as an internal temperature for food safety. Thank you. Enjoy.